Hey guys, this is X, and in today's video, I thought I would answer a few questions pertaining to Elder Scrolls Online. And these are the questions that I see pop up from time to time um, since ESO's launch a few years ago. So I guess I'll start with the big one um, that usually people ask, well, okay, I'm used to a single player experience. Am I going to get the same thing in an MMO? Um, Not really. Well, you can do quite a bit of things, uh, as single player. There are going to be quite a few times where you're going to have to group up with somebody uh, to finish a dungeon or what have you. Especially in ESO. I mean, you have four-man dungeons, you have group uh, boss monsters, which I guarantee you will not be able to take by yourself. Um, there's trials, um, public dungeons, stuff like that that you're not going to be able to do. So if you're looking to be one of those, so if you're one of those people that are like, well, I'm this lone wolf, I just want to do the single player, maybe an MMO is not for you. Because, like I said, to get the full experience, you're going to have to group up with somebody at some point. And I noticed too that a lot of people going in, they have no idea how to treat an MMO. They think that by completing the main story, um, that once they finish that, then they're done. And then once they beat it, they're like, well, is that it? I beat it in so many odd hours. I'm disappointed. And my question to them is like, well, okay, um, did you explore everything there is to explore? Well, no. Okay, well, did you do any of the side quests? Well, no. Well, then you really didn't. then you really didn't do a heck of a lot. Granted, the main story, you do quite a bit in that, but in order to get the full experience, you're gonna have to pretty much, in my opinion, do quite more than just the main storyline. Um, Now, the second big question that I see people do, or people ask rather, is they go, is this like Skyrim? And again, no. Skyrim is a single player experience, and while it is, you have quite a bit to explore. You're basically stuck in Skyrim, whereas in uh, Elder Scrolls Online, you basically go across all of Tamriel. Now, while ZeniMax is still fleshing out some of the areas, like there's only uh, two areas in Skyrim that you can actually go into. Eventually, they're going to tack on to that so you have like fuller lands, but there is a huge amount of space to explore in ESO. So if you're looking for exploring experience, this is a good game to go and do that with. Um, but again, it's not Skyrim. If you're thinking it's going to be exactly like Skyrim, except a lot of players running around, you're going to be severely, severely disappointed. And I think once you go into that, because when I first went into it, um, you know, I heard people often say, "Well, this is not like Skyrim," even though this takes place in Tamriel, you got to get past that. So when I went into it, I knew not to expect it to be like Skyrim. So in a way, I was kind of ready for that. Um, the third question is okay. Going into this game, there's a lot of people that I know that's going to be more powerful than me. Um, is there a way that I can, buy armor and weapons to compete with these people? Um, for ESO, now I will say this: there are a couple of there are a few MMOs that you can do this, and this bugs the heck out of me as well as traditional MMO players because we work hard for the gear that we get, and for somebody to just come along and pay X amount of money and get equal gear or more powerful gear, that just seems kind of hard. Just doesn't really seem that fair. Um, it's like you're catering to casual players. Now, I can say that there is no pay to win in ESO, so you might be a bit of a luck there. It's most for the most part you can get cosmetic items, mounts and so on and so forth, and you can get stuff like experience scrolls, which will help you. When you read them, you can get more experience as you go along, as opposed to not having the experience boost. But I don't really see any kind of, I haven't really seen any kind of, you know, going in there and just spending a bit of money to get a really super powerful weapon. It just doesn't exist in this game. Um, so if you're looking for that kind of thing, you're shit out of luck. You're gonna have to do it the hard way and grind for it like everyone else does, or there might be a chance where somebody might be selling it. But if somebody's selling expensive gear, you best be prepared to pay for a lot of gold for that. But even then, where you're going to get that gold, you're going to have to grind for it. So either which way, you're going to have to really work for it. And the last question is, if a person has, let's say, I'm going in the game and and I have all these questions to ask, that may not be covered in the tutorials I've seen on YouTube. Am I going to be able to ask questions to the online community that's playing, and, or am I going to get made fun of because I'm a noob? Unfortunately, if you have questions, basic questions, people are going to find out naturally that you're a noob. But the way I see it, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, you're going to get made fun of, but to a certain extent. But I would just shrug off, some of the comments that you'll get, because there's going to be assholes everywhere. So you just might as well expect that. Um, there's going to be, some people that will try to make fun of you, or there's going to be some people that will just be basically smart asses. But you're going to have to get through that. And to be honest with you guys, for every one person that's going to be a smartass or a dick, there's there's also going to be a person that's actually going to be that will genuinely try to help you. Um, so so don't worry about that. Just like I said, just shrug off the idiots or what have you. Because eventually you're going to get somebody that's going to answer your question and be genuine about it. It's like that all the time, so don't worry about that. But no matter what game you're in, whether it's this World of Warcraft, Destiny or what have you, there's always going to be those few people. So you got to expect that. Uh, but I hope I answered everybody's question. If there's any more questions you have pertaining to ESO or maybe just MMOs in general, just go ahead and put them down in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And and I guess that's it for going to be it for today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I hope to talk to you guys real soon. Take care.